How would you describe your mother's reaction the first time she saw me cooking scrambled eggs for breakfast?
I don't find a polite word to use rather face. Let's say that is not an Italian thing to have eggs for breakfast.
It's more than not an Italian thing. It fills you guys with absolute horror.
This was the first reaction, shock.
The only equivalent I can think of is if like I saw someone, I don't know, eating like a cheeseburger for breakfast. It's just like, what? That's not a breakfast food?
In Italy, it's like eggs. They are made or for lunch or for dinner.
Obviously, I'm an egg for breakfast kind of guy, but Eva has introduced a whole bunch of new ways to eat eggs into my life. Just about every week, I would say, there's a day where maybe we don't want meat or fish, or we're out and Eva whips up an amazing dinner that's egg-based, and I don't know, I was never really used to eating eggs for dinner, but it's become a sort of excellent weekly tradition for us. And so we thought that today, Eva would show me 3 new egg dinner recipes that I've never had before.
They can be good also for lunch.
That's true. I just mean anything that's not breakfast.
No, but there is also snack. You don't eat these kind of dishes as a snack.
Okay, lunch or dinner.
2 most important meal in a day.
Hey, but breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Everyone knows that.
How about some breakfast? The most important meal of the day.
So, this dish comes from Puglia. It's called Uova con Cipolle Sponsali. Now, we didn't have the Cipolle Sponsali, so we used leek. Because Cipolla Sponsali is a kind of onion that they use before it becomes an onion.
Oh, it's like a green onion?
See,
Not green onion like spring onion like I'm talking about, but a literal green onion.
A young, let's say young onion. How I made it? I just cook the leeks in a little bit of olive oil. Then I had 3 or 4 whole peel tomatoes. If you have very good fresh tomatoes, you can use also them. I let the tomatoes with some parsley, salt, black pepper and the leeks cook until the leeks are tender. Then we break inside as much eggs as you think you can eat. I cooked 3 eggs. I had a little bit of black pepper, salt. I cooked them for 7 minutes, but this really depends on how you like the eggs. If you like the eggs a little bit more cooked, you cook for 2 minutes more. A little bit more runny, you cook for 1 or 2 minutes less.
I like them runny, and this reminds me of one of my favorite runny egg dishes, which is shakshuka, or I guess as you call it in Italy, uova in purgatorio.
Yes, with some differences, but yes, the idea is that.
But I'm curious to see how it works with leeks.
And how they can work with leeks. Good, Arpero.
I'm pretty sure good. Buon appetito!
Buon appetito!
Oh, with the leeks, it's so good.
If you like leeks, you like tomatoes, you like eggs, how they can't be bad?
I love leeks, which is why maybe I like this more than uova in purgatorio. I think so. Eva made that dish in this video, by the way.
With the onion, sponsali, or in this case with the leeks. It's like maybe a more complete dish. The leeks are sweet. The tomatoes a little bit of acidic. Then you have that fatty round taste of the egg.
I could easily eat this for breakfast.
I know, this is what I was thinking right now. I was thinking literally, I'm scared that someone will do this for breakfast.
Questi uova sono buone.
Bravo, Harper.
I'm getting there. I'm taking my Italian more seriously. In no small part thanks to our partner, Rosetta Stone. I've been taking my Italian language studies more seriously than ever because of our upcoming trip to Italy this spring. My goal is to finally be able to talk to Mama Rosa without ever needing Eva's help. To achieve this goal, I've been using Rosetta Stone. Its immersive approach, driven by dynamic immersion, makes learning feel natural and engaging. Instead of just memorizing translations, I'm learning naturally through visuals, audio from native speakers, and interactive activities. What I love the most about Rosetta Stone is how it prepares you for real-world conversations from day one. one. You learn practical phrases that you can immediately use to connect with people in meaningful ways. And let's talk about pronunciation. Rosetta Stone's pronunciation feedback ensures that someone in Italy can actually understand what I'm trying to say. Il bambino aiuta la bambina in biblioteca. It's like having a personal language coach right in my pocket. With lessons as short as 10 minutes, Rosetta Stone fits perfectly into busy schedules. It's easy for me to squeeze in valuable learning time whenever and wherever I am. Rosetta Stone is offering Pasta Grammarians an exclusive discount on a lifetime subscription, giving you access to all languages for life. You can master multiple languages without ever having to worry about a renewal fee. So if you're ready to unlock your language learning potential and embark on a journey of meaningful connections, click on the link down in the description below. A big thank you to Rosetta Stone for sponsoring today's video.
The second egg dish is a dish from the center of Italy, which means Marche, Umbria, Lazio, they share this dish. This is called Uova in Trippa alla Romana, which means
Wait. I know what this means, but I'm confused. It means like eggs with tripe?
Uova in Trippa. I didn't say
Trippa.
eggs
In
con.
tripe.
See?
Eggs in
See,
tripe. There's no tripe.
Style in which tripe is cooked.
Oh.
So how do you cook this dish? Actually, it's very simple because what you need to do is a very quick tomato sauce. I used onion, whole peeled tomatoes, and a little bit of olive oil, salt, spicy pepper if you like. You can also substitute the onion with the garlic, it's just up to you. And then in another pan you make what we call frittata. Maybe in French it's known as omelette. With some differences. So it's very important that anyway your frittata is cooked from both sides because we are going to cut it and then we mix in the tomato sauce. And we finish the dish with a little bit of mint and a little bit of pecorino cheese.
Okay, my tripe-free tripe egg tripe dish.
Buon appetito!
Buon appetito. Ooh, the mint.
You can taste the freshness of mint.
Okay, that's very good. It's no Mama Rosa's tripe, but it actually does work in a similar way because the great thing about tripe is how, not so much the flavor itself, but it's an amazing sponge for tomato sauce. And this actually works in the same way. I never, in my wildest dreams, would have imagined making a frittata, cutting it up, and then cooking it in tomato sauce.
If you want to make it a little bit more richer, you can add also some cheese in the frittata. I think if you make a frittata with ricotta cheese.
I was about to ask you if ricotta would work.
See, if you have a good ricotta, yes, it works. So the first one was from Puglia. The second one was from the center of Italy.
Does that mean we're going to the north?
North. This dish is from Friuli Venezia Giulia, which is north of Italy. It's called Uova in Funghetto.
Fungi? Mushroom?
Like Uova in Trippa was eggs in the style of Trippa. Here is eggs in the style in which some mushrooms are cooked.
Despite the fact that there are no mushrooms in this
there are
dish.
no mushroom involved.
Got it.
It's a very simple dish. What you need to do a very easy and simple tomato sauce. In this case, it's better to use tomato puree instead of whole peeled tomatoes because really it takes 10 minutes the sauce to cook. Then you hard boil, it depends how many eggs you want to eat, 2, 3, 4. Do you know, Harper, the story of Columbus egg?
Columbus egg? Christopher Columbus?
Sì, l'uovo di Colombo. He decided to go to India because he wanted to prove that the world was round and not flat. And nobody obviously believed him. So he started to challenge people to take an egg and try to, to make the egg stand. But it was obvious that nobody couldn't. So he took an hard-boiled egg without saying that it was an hard-boiled egg and did like that. So the egg can stand. The world was round.
I'm sorry, how does that prove that the earth is round?
No, it was proved that he could do something that the other people, they didn't believe when they...
Oh, I see.
Then, once the sauce is cooked, you cut in half the eggs. You place in the pot with the tomato sauce, a sprinkle of parsley, 2 minutes just to create a relationship between the tomato sauce and the eggs. You place in a plate a drizzle of olive oil and buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Oh,
Oh,
you know how significant this second bite is for me.
because you don't like hard-boiled eggs.
Ever since I was a kid, I really hated hard-boiled eggs. Just like eating a hard-boiled egg, I don't know, it's more of a texture thing than a taste thing for me because I love eggs in general. But it wasn't until you started putting hard-boiled eggs in stuff like in a southern lasagna, pasta al forno, and when they're like cut up and mixed into things, then I don't have any problem with them whatsoever. This is probably the closest I've come to just like eating an entire hard-boiled egg where not only does it not bother me, it's actually really good.
I don't know, I can't understand what you're saying because I'm a big fan of hard-boiled eggs by themselves. If you're not like me, that actually really, you take an egg, you boil and then you eat by itself, but you want to give, how do you say, you want to elevate a simple hard-boiled egg, nothing better
Oh yeah,
than
no,
this.
I highly recommend that. I highly recommend that. And I was not really expecting to be as into it as I am.
It's one of the perfect dinner that you can have.
Thank you guys for watching, and we hope whether you are an egg breakfast person like me or a never egg for breakfast person like Eva, at least maybe you got some inspiration on some new ways to cook with eggs.
For dinner.
Before we go, a quick shout out to a pasta grammarian who made some beautiful looking rustici leccesi. These are the stuffed puff pastry, what would you call them?
Rustici. Very good job.
If you want to become a pasta grammarian, just hit that subscribe button. Follow us on social media at Pasta Grammar, and definitely tag us in a picture if you try any of these recipes. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Actually, I think that the thing about breakfast being the most important meal of the day, I'm pretty sure that came from a marketing campaign for like a cereal company or something. They just invented that. They just started writing that on their box, and now it's become like an accepted medical fact
But
in
wait.
America that breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Here. Speak with us. We have just a coffee in the morning.